Oh boy. Uh okay. That sucked. I thought the Sacramento Kings loss sucked the other night. This really sucked. You guys, I try to bring you the best Phoenix Suns content I possibly can. I try to bring you my best analysis, my best thoughts, my hot takes, whatever. I try to give you my best that I can. I try to tell you guys how it is, whether you guys agree with me or not. But tonight, I really don't got nothing. This isn't really going to be a Suns Warriors post game show. This is really just going to be more of a rant than it is going to be an actual like show. Just some things that I would like to talk about. But man, this was bad. This was really bad. Now look, let's start with the positives. And before I start with the positives, I thought I needed one after the Kings game. I was mistaken. I need like 5 of these after tonight. So let me crack this open. Let me know what you guys are drinking in the chat. As always, like we always do on the show, let me know if we're sounding good. Let me know if we're looking good. Let me know how your day was, too. I want to know how you guys were feeling before this game. So we're going to crack this bad boy open, and cheers. Delicious. All right. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, geez. Where do I even begin? Okay. Let's start with the positives. And really the positives started in the third quarter. It literally took, in my opinion, like 24 or 25 minutes for the Phoenix Suns to enter this ball game. And I mean that. There's 12 minutes per quarter, so 24 in the first half. I truly believe the Suns entered this game at the start of the third quarter. Because in the third quarter, they had excellent defense. Klay Thompson did not score in the third quarter. And we're going to talk about Klay Thompson in a minute. DeAndre Ayton had an and one. Devin Booker hit some free throws. Paul and Ayton had that like connection kind of layup. Ayton scored again. Booker scored back to back. The Suns were cooking the Warriors in the third quarter. They were on a 24-10 run by the 7:46 mark. Or excuse me, since the start of the 7:25 mark in the second quarter, that's when they really started going. But they had a 24-10 run by the 4:25 mark of the third quarter. And then at one point, since the 7:25 mark in the second quarter, they had 52 points on 58 shooting. They only had 1 turnover. The Warriors during that stretch had 31 points on 44% shooting on 5 turnovers. And you would think that the Suns would have carried that momentum. First, I got to address a comment real quick. Backcourt highlights. Let's start with the positive. Suns Geek with an awkward pause. That's so good. That's the great comment. That's the best comment so far, you guys. It's true, though. I'm like, I got to start with the positives because everyone else is going to be talking about the negatives. So I'm probably not making sense here, but they even showed it on the broadcast. At the 7:25 mark of the second quarter to like late in the third quarter, the Suns had 52 points on 58% shooting with only 1 turnover and the excellent defense. They dominated that third quarter. They played great in the third quarter. Let me see how much I think we won that quarter like 30. Yeah, it was 30-23 in the third quarter. We outscored them. Let me repeat. Klay Thompson did not score in the third quarter. Heck, I think even Steph Curry struggled to score in the third quarter. But then the end of the third quarter happened. And the Suns got outscored 11-2. Suns were down 10 with 10:43 left. And then that was it. There was one sequence in the fourth quarter where I think it was a dribble handoff by the Warriors. And Terrence Ross lost Draymond Green. And I mean, he lost him was not in the right spot. Draymond Green had Ish Wainwright on him, and Draymond Green just blew wide open dunk. There was nobody near the rim. I mean, it was tunnel vision for Draymond Green. Off the dribble handoff, Terrence lost Draymond Green, dives in, and that was when the game was over. You could argue that the game was over again at the end of the third quarter when we were outscored 11-2. It was bad, you guys. I do not know what to say. That first half, the first half was some of the worst Suns basketball I've seen, this season, last season, even the season before that. Klay Thompson put on one of the greatest scoring performances I've ever seen, even if he didn't score in the third quarter. That was one of the best scoring performances I've ever seen. 33 points in the first half for Klay Thompson. Now, in all fairness, he only finished with 38. But 33 points. 33 points, you guys. I even tweeted this out. I was like, the Warriors scored like 72 points, or no, it was like something like that. Klay Thompson had 33. The Warriors, I forgot what it was, but they shot like 72%. The Suns gave up a whole bunch of points in 24 minutes. That's unacceptable. Let me find the tweet because I had it somewhere here. Let's see. Curry and Klay Thompson literally outscored. Yeah, it was 43 points, not 72 points. What am I talking about? It felt like the Warriors had 72 points in the first half. It was 43 points at the end of the first quarter on 72% shooting. That is unacceptable. And then, like I mentioned, Curry and Thompson literally outscored us by themselves in the first half. Unacceptable. Terrible defense. Nobody closing out. Guys looking lackadaisical. I posted a video of Bismack Biyombo and Ish Wainwright talking. Now, someone did point out, before they had the conversation, they went up and shook hands, but they were talking to each other. Ish Wainwright was like pointing. Bismack Biyombo just shakes his head and walks away. I was like, dude, send help. Look, you guys, I'm going to get it out of the way now. And I don't mean to sound like a negative Nelly. I support this team. I love this team. I will watch this team win or lose. Doesn't matter. But I will get this out of the way right now. If we don't have Kevin Durant, I don't know how far we go in the playoffs. I'm serious. And I understand. It's just one game, Suns Geek. It's just one game. They'll be fine. Playoffs haven't started yet. They'll step it up in the playoffs. I'm right with you. I believe in the Suns too. Let's go. But without Kevin Durant, without that man, Kevin freaking Durant, I uploaded a video prior to this game. And I'm going to upload it right now so you guys can watch it. And look, some of you guys may not know who this is. Some of you guys may not care about this guy's opinion. But on March 1st of this year, I had a conversation with NBA insider Jake Fisher, who covers the NBA for Yahoo Sports. He used to cover the league for Bleacher Report. He knows people. He's got connections and all that good stuff. I had a conversation with him on March 1st. Keep in mind, this was March 1st. This was literally like an hour or two before Kevin Durant's debut. And I uploaded this video before the Suns played tonight. And I asked him in the interview, I asked him, who is the Phoenix Suns' biggest threat as of March 1st, Kevin Durant's Suns debut? This is what Jake Fisher had to say. Very fragile standings right now. In your opinion, who is the biggest Phoenix Suns threat as of March 1st, 2023? In your opinion?
So I've been banging this drum quietly all season long in my phone calls to people around the league. When healthy, the Golden State Warriors are still the Golden State Warriors. And exactly. They know Kevin Durant as well as anyone. They beat Kevin Durant on their way to that title, that title run that fell short, but ended up drawing Kevin Durant to Golden State.
Yeah.
They have rangy bodies. I wouldn't say they're as flush with defenders who can guard him anymore, being that Draymond's a step slower. Andre Iguodala is certainly a step slower. even losing guys like Otto Porter, who's another body that they threw at wings last season.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying Jake Fisher's right about everything, but I mean, he called it. At least tonight he called it. And I understand we beat this Warriors team. Sam Cooper of the Timeline podcast, shout out to them. They do great work. He called this out earlier. He was like, the last time the Suns and Warriors met, the Suns starting five was Dwayne Washington Jr., Mikal Bridges, Torrey Craig, Dario Saric, Bismack Biyombo. And we won that game. That was a great win. He goes, 3/5 are no longer on the roster. Biz rarely getting into games. It's been a weird season. This really has been a weird season. And again, I don't know how far this team goes without Kevin Durant. And that might sound cliche. That might be the hot take. That's all that the national media and those trolls are going to be talking about tomorrow. And that's fine. Because after tonight's game, at least they have sort of a point. I mean, do I even want to bother to read you guys the stats of this game? I really, that's a serious question. We got 43 people in here, and I really appreciate 43 people watching me right now. Crush that like button, y'all. Hulk smash that like button. You see it in the little layout right here. Hulk smash that like button, you guys. Crush the like button. You're listening to me rant after a bad Suns loss. Y'all are real ones, man. But the defense tonight was absolutely terrible, on the exception of that third quarter. There's a few other things I want to break down. So I'll sort of dive into the numbers. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I legit almost canceled this live show because I was like, there's nothing to talk about. Like, if we wouldn't have made that third quarter push, I wouldn't be going live right now. I would have uploaded a quick YouTube short and called it a day. So I don't care if you're the worst team in the league. I don't care if you're the stinky San Antonio Spurs or the stinky Pistons or the Rockets. Like, I think all three of those teams have been eliminated as of like a few days ago. If you shoot as a team 54%, and if you make 19 out of 39 threes, good enough for 48%, you're probably going to win the game, even if you're the worst team in the league. It's just a fact. Even if you played one or two games of basketball, if you shoot that percentage, you're probably going to win the game. Now, in all fairness, the Suns shot 48%, but they shot a horrific, and I mean horrific, 4 for 21 from three. Good enough for 19%. I mean, do I have to keep reading the numbers? We assisted well, but so did the Warriors. In that first half, I think they had 20 assists on like 26 shots, I think, in the first half. They finished the game with 28 assists. Points off turnovers. Warriors had 24. We had 22. We crushed them in the paint, thank God, 64-46. But we had 23 fouls. The biggest lead was 25 for the Warriors. I don't even know if I want to read you guys the individual stats. I mean, Booker did his thing, but he had no threes. He was 8 for 10 from the free throw line, 32 points in 35 minutes, 12 for 20. I know a lot of you guys are probably harping on DeAndre Ayton right now, and some of me understands your frustration. I thought he played well, not great. I thought he played well. He played efficiently well, but sometimes efficiency doesn't carry over. I mean, this was sort of like a typical DeAndre Ayton performance. I can't really tell you much of what DeAndre Ayton did besides that great third quarter in which I mentioned, like, him and Booker scored a majority of the points, and they did. And he looked really good in the third quarter. He even had this one play where, like, I thought he was going to miss it terribly, but he was like rim running, and he like stopped and popped and hit the nice mid range. But I really can't tell you much of what DeAndre Ayton did in this game. I can't tell you a lot of what a lot of people did because it was just a horrific game. And 27 and 12 is nice on 13 for 19 shooting. But this is the pressure. This is the pressure and the unrealistic expectations that DeAndre Ayton carries, and heck, even Devin Booker carries. They could have been better. The Suns could have been light years better than tonight. And look, you guys, Kevin Durant or no Kevin Durant, I can't believe I didn't say this 17 minutes ago. It all starts in that first quarter. 42 or 43 points by the Warriors in 12 minutes. 42 in 12 minutes is unacceptable. Kevin Durant or no Kevin Durant, you can't give up 42 points or whatever it was on 72% shooting in 12 minutes. Unacceptable. Like, if I'm Monty Williams, like, I am legit showing them tape of this game. And look, I know this isn't high school basketball, but I'm making my team do suicides. If I was Monty Williams right now, I'd make them do suicides. I'd make them run laps. Like, I know this isn't high school basketball. I know this isn't like a video, not a video game. I know this isn't like a sports movie or whatever. But like, I'm legit showing them the tape of this game and saying, yeah, we are rewatching this game. And you guys are going to see how pathetic you guys were in that first half. And again, I know this isn't high school basketball. This is professional athletes who get paid millions of dollars. And I'm sure Devin Booker and Monty Williams are going to say their cliche things like, oh, you know, we got off to a bad start. And Monty Williams is going to say like, oh, I didn't have my team ready. And that's on me. He needs to quit saying that shit, man. Either get your team ready or take the heat. Say it was my fault, and like, just, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I legit do not know what I'm talking about right now. I'm so frustrated. Maybe Devin Booker needs to take the heat for this. And he had a good game, I thought. Maybe someone needs to take accountability on this team. I didn't hear the full quote, but go look for it. Mike Brown, like a couple games ago, before the Kings beat us, he held his team accountable. The Kings got the win. This was before the Suns game, and he said he was disappointed in his team. Now, I didn't read the full quote or whatever. There's a good video on it. Kind of went viral. That's how Monty Williams needs to be. That's how our team needs to be. We need to be held accountable for this stuff. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I can't imagine. I wish I was a fly on the wall in that locker room, especially during the halftime. I need to take a breath for a minute, you guys. I need to relax. I need to take a sip of my beer. Cheers. Just a terrible game. You guys, rewind a little bit. Like a few months ago, way before we got KD, we had losses like this. Like, you guys remember when we got embarrassed by the Mavericks, and then like the next night or whatever, we got embarrassed by the Celtics, both games on national TV. This was a version of that. And I don't know, you guys. I legit, if I'm Monty Williams, I have no clue what I'm saying to my team. Like, couple other things I want to talk about. I can't believe I've gone 20 minutes. This isn't even a post-game show. This is like legit a rant. Let's talk about a couple other things. And I mentioned this in my last post-game live show. I said something along the, because someone like had asked me like who's going to guard Curry. I was like, oh, Josh Okogie's going to do that. But I remember saying this. I said, when the Warriors are rolling off screens and like Klay Thompson's wide open, who's going to guard that? How many times did Steph and Klay do that to us tonight? They never stop moving. They set screens for each other. They roll off each other, and you got a wide open Steph Curry 3 or a wide open Klay Thompson corner 3. Did you guys see that play when Curry like took the ball up against Damian Lee, and he kind of like sort of pushed him off of him, and then he like stepped back and hit the 3, and then before it even went in, started running back down the court and celebrated? That's even though we had that third quarter, that's when I low-key knew the game was over. It just seemed like it was like a 20-point lead, 25-point lead, 19-point lead, 10-point lead, back to 19-point. It was just, it didn't matter what we did. I responded to somebody's Twitter about the end of the second quarter, and I responded with the Thanos meme where he said like all of that for a drop of blood. That's what it felt like tonight. Like we did all of that. We had that pretty good third quarter, all of that just for a drop of blood. That's how the Warriors are right now. I don't know. I really don't know, you guys. And I don't mean to bring negativity to the show. I don't mean to salt the wound. I'm sure the Suns are literally licking their wounds right now, and I'm sure that they're motivated. But this was bad, you guys. And I saw a comment earlier in the chat. I'm sure some of you guys have brought it up. I'm sorry if I'm ignoring the chat tonight. I do apologize. But someone did bring it up. We play in less than 24 hours. We play, I mean, it's midnight right now where I am. So we play today against the Milwaukee Bucks, who are really damn good. We play in less than 24 hours against the Bucks. Oh boy. And I'm scared because, again, going back to the Thanos meme, all of that for a drop of blood. How are we going to perform now? Like, I know we play better at home, and I know that we will be at home, but this is the Milwaukee Bucks. They are a solid team. They are a great team. With or without Giannis, they are a great team. And I don't know how we're going to play. Are we going to be too exhausted from this game? Are we not going to, are we going to get outscored 42 points on 72% shooting? Is someone on the Bucks tomorrow going to cook us for 33 in the first half? I don't know how we're going to play. I'm scared. If that Kings loss and this loss wasn't a wake-up call for the Suns, I don't know what is. And as my guy Shot Chucker says exactly, who the hell is going to be on Giannis? Exactly. Like, I'm scared. I'm legit scared for tomorrow. Heck, we play the Orlando Magic, I think, Thursday. And like, I'm kind of scared for that game. Because even though the Magic are a bad team, even though they've actually won a decent amount of games this year, they might have our number. They're probably going to see this game and be like, let's go out there and kick their ass. Like, I legit don't know who's going to guard Giannis tomorrow or today. Let me see what else I want to talk about. I'm just kind of looking over my notes. Actually, this is notes from like last game. Monty Williams said this last game after the Kings game. He said, "That is unacceptable," Williams said, of allowing that night to the Kings bench. Our bench came into it tonight and the game plan was not there from the jump. That was last game. This game, sort of the opposite. Seemed like the game plan wasn't there until the third quarter. Now, again, last game, Campaign committed 3 fouls in 7 minutes. TJ Warren topped him, committing 3 fouls in 4 minutes. The bench committed more fouls, 14, than they made field goals, 13. That was last game. Oh, boy. And, like, my phone, like, I get updates and all that. I mean, Arizona Sports just put this. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. Monty Williams after the game. Their shot making on the Warriors 123-112 loss. I mean, like, I'm trying to like find something. Like, I don't know. Our bench just isn't getting it done. And speaking of the bench, there were so many times tonight. I'm not saying I could do it better, but like there were so many times tonight where we just put up poor shots. We put up shots that felt rushed. Poor shot selection. Some of them coming off of fast breaks too. And I'm like, slow down. Like, why are we rushing those shots? And look, Torrey Craig, man, look, he played very well for us when we were down a bunch of guys and he entered the starting lineup. Remember, like when Cam Johnson was out and all that? But holy cow, man, he was bad. He missed 3 threes, and he just doesn't seem to have that defensive force in him anymore. He doesn't seem to have that aggression. I haven't seen much out of Torrey Craig lately. Heck, even Josh Okogie, who I have been hyping up on this channel in the live shows, who, you know, maybe prior to this past week was playing pretty damn good and putting up really good numbers. He was bad tonight. I posted a video right before I went live on my Twitter. By the way, you guys, here's all my social media links if you want to find me. Come stalk me on social media. Oops, that's not it. Go ahead, scan the little QR codes and everything. Follow me. You see the little ticker and all that. Josh Okogie, before I went live, I uploaded a video. Terrence Ross airballed a 3, I think. And I think he got the rebound, or like clanked off the rim and he got the rebound. Devin Booker was literally standing there like this, just holding his hands out. Jordan Poole, or whoever it was, there was a decent amount of space in between them. Josh Okogie just drives in, ignores Devin Booker, goes up, misses the shot, gets the rebound, misses it again, and then he travels. It was embarrassing. Like, that's not the Josh Okogie I know. And, you know, I'm seeing it in the comments. Some of you guys are like, Torrey Craig is tired. Torrey Craig, and, you know, that's actually a fair point right here. I will say that. Torrey is injured a lot of last game. Monty had to pull him out. That's actually a really good point. And I will give Torrey Craig credit last game because the dude was a bull. Like, he was literally taking hits, and he did look banged up on some of those plays. I will give him credit for that. That's a good point right there. But as some other people are saying, like Guru here, Torrey seems lost out there. In all fairness, though, a lot of guys seem lost out there. I mean, like against the Kings game, we saw a lot of pointing and guys not knowing where to be and guys being out of place on defense. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know, you guys. I can't believe I've gone almost 30 minutes ranting about this game. The bench needs to be better. They need to be productive. They need to put the ball in the basket. They need to close out on threes much better. They need to play much better defense. We can't have a sequence like I just brought up where Terrence Ross airballed a 3 and then Josh Okogie missed Devin Booker wide open and then ended up traveling. Like, we're literally going to react to this. I uploaded it to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. I mean, look at this, you guys. And people even responded with a photo of how wide open Devin Booker was. We have to react to this. Like, it's so good. And I'm not saying I could do it any better. I mean, as Devin Booker said a long time ago, like, these people that talk trash on Twitter are doing it from their mama's couch, and he's not wrong. But look at this, you guys. Look at this. I hope I don't get caught. Devin Booker gets well defended, gets blocked, and travels. And look at this. Look how wide open Devin Booker was, man. Look at that. He's just standing there. Look how much space there. He could have made the open 3. Oh, my God. And look at this, you guys. Someone literally responded with a picture. Shout out to Suns Supremacy on Twitter. Look at that. Look how wide open Devin Booker was, man. Sad. Just sad. This is just a sad performance. Sad game. And let me just repeat, you guys. In less than 24 hours, we play a really good Milwaukee Bucks team, and I'm scared. I'm legit scared. I don't know how we're going to play. Let's just get to some comments, and then I'm going to get out of here. I want to actually enjoy my evening. I want to go play some video games and relax and not think about Suns basketball for a minute because tonight, I mean, I legit almost didn't do this show, you guys. I mean, what was the point? If the Suns would have gotten embarrassed in the third quarter, I would have just canceled the show and made a quick little YouTube short and then called it a night because there's nothing to talk about, man. DJ Holmes says, Monty, got to figure out our bench and our rotation. I don't know what, but something. I meant to talk about that too, you guys. Now, look, Monty has sort of addressed that there's a lot of minutes to go around. There's a lot of guys to play. I understand that. And I've said it on this channel. Flex from Jersey has said it. Those are good problems to have. But that's when Kevin Durant is healthy. When Kevin Durant is not healthy, as this comment says, Monty has to figure it out. Him and his coaching staff have to figure it out. Because the playoffs are right around the corner. I mean, the play-in tournament, I think, starts April 10th. The good news to that is I think we'll have like a week off, but I mean, this comment is correct. Like, we got to figure out our bench rotations. We have to. We have to know who and what we are getting headed into the playoffs. And it sounds cliche, but we gotta stay healthy. Kevin Durant's got to come back. He's got to come back. If not, I don't know how far we go in the playoffs. I believe all the games have been played today. And I don't think we dropped out of or fell much in the standings. I don't even know if we did fall. Yeah, we didn't fall in the standings. Thank God. But we've lost 2 in a row. The Warriors keep winning. The Clippers have won 3 straight. Heck, even the Grizzlies without Ja Morant have won 3 in a row. The Timberwolves won tonight. The Mavericks have been falling. The Lakers are 7-3 in their last 10. Heck, even the Thunder, who, yes, they could technically make the playoffs, they're 5-5 in their last 10. Every win matters. It's getting to the point to where some teams' losses are starting to matter more than their wins. I'm scared, you guys. And again, I try to bring you guys the best Phoenix Suns content I can. But at the same time, you guys, as I've always done on this channel, I'm going to bring you, like, I'm going to call it how it is. I'm going to tell you guys how I see it. And I don't know. I think that's it, you guys. I think I'm done ranting. I literally got nothing left. In short, Monty's got to figure out the rotations. Booker, Ayton, Paul, they got to be better. The bench has to be better. They have to be productive. Coaching staff has got to figure out these rotations. The defense has got to be better. The defense has got to be better. Klay Thompson put on one of the greatest scoring performances in that first half that I've ever seen. And again, if we don't have KD, I don't know how far we go. So I'm going to end this rant with this great comment from my guy Logan. The team may not try their best every night, but we're glad you always do, Geek. You're a real one, Logan. Hulk smash that like button, y'all. Crush that like button. Share this show. Tell people about Suns Geek, man. We're doing big things over here. Y'all are supporting the show. Even after a terrible loss like this, y'all keep supporting me, and it means the world to me. And I love you guys. I'm doing my best over here. I always will for you guys. Stay tuned for more Suns content. Stay tuned for more post-game live shows. And I'll see you guys in less than 24 hours. Oh, boy. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Sorry to end the live show so early. But again, you guys, do me a favor. Let me just lower this comment. Do me a favor if you guys are still watching. You guys see the little scan me, the little barcodes? You guys can legit open up your phones, scan it, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. And if you guys don't do that kind of stuff, I got a Twitter too, right here. Twitter.com/Suns Geek. Follow me on these links, you guys. I would appreciate it. Tweet me your thoughts or send me your thoughts. And yes, to the people who are curious, I will eventually be getting people back on the show. We've been getting guests on. I've been putting the link in the chat and all that. But maybe we'll save that for when we actually get a win. Maybe we'll save that for when Kevin Durant actually comes back, you know. All right, y'all. I'm done ranting. Rant over. Great show, all things considered. I love you guys. You guys are the absolute best. See you guys in less than 24 hours when we play the Bucks. And may the NBA gods be with us. God bless you guys. Stay safe. Peace out.